in Mohbad's case. All right, to our next story. You know, in a bid to disabuse minds concerning its mission, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, we can tell you, is making efforts to create a new brand identity which helps to boost brand recognition. A former exhibit keeper at the Kaduna Zonal Office, Polycarp Andrew, is standing trial for allegedly stealing exhibits worth over 22 million naira. The former officer, who was arraigned in May this year on a 6-count charge, has a December 11 date to face trial. The accused had 2 witnesses, one EFCC officer and the other a fintech mobile platform staffer. He could not have been acting alone, Mayor.
It's very heartwarming that this is happening.
Yeah.
Because EFCC has an important duty in the Nigerian space. And one of the criticisms is that some of their officers are corrupt. When you have an agency like that, there must be bad eggs. In every institution like that, there must be bad eggs. What gives confidence to the people is that those who run that agency have zero tolerance for such corrupt practices. So when an officer betrayed the trust in him and became corrupt by seizing exhibits to the tune of 22 million naira, and is put on trial, that will send a message to other officers or members of the rank and file that that agency will not tolerate such behavior. And then it gives confidence to the people that yes, some officer might be corrupt, but the agency will not accept it, and those who are caught will be made to face the wrath of the law.
BK, we at this hangout we applaud public officials like the EFCC boss, the NDLEA boss, and there's another one now.
DSS.
Yeah, so the EFCC is looking into the mirror and wanting to make a change.
Yeah, we have to give credit to the current chairman of the EFCC.
Okay.
The EFCC has never had a chairman determined to purge the agency from within, like this person has done. In the past, we were not reading about this.
Okay, yeah.
There are many of his men who have been arrested for stealing exhibits kept in their care, for compromising investigations by working with accused persons. And the man said it early into his reign as chairman, that, look, we have black legs within the EFCC who frustrate investigations.
And we will purge them.
And at that time, he announced that he had made some arrests.
Yeah, yeah.
This was the first time he talked about what these guys were doing to undermine the agency.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine when your own colleagues are doing their best, they are out investigating, establishing the culpability of individuals, only for you to sabotage their work.
Yeah.
It's like a soldier giving information about troops movement to Boko Haram.
To the enemy, yeah.
That's what it looks like. Because at the end of the day, those guys will be killed based on the information that you provided to the enemy. That is the way I see what's going on. And in the past, people had complained about corruption so manifest within the EFCC to the point that when an EFCC staff is wedding, you see EFCC staff storming the place in SUVs and very expensive vehicles, and they will even be spraying hard currency at the party. They are not supposed to do anything like that. They're supposed to be above board. Anyone who wants to work in the EFCC should be a person of high moral rectitude. Yeah. Not people that Nigerians will flag easily for his ostentatious lifestyle, the corruption that he demonstrates. No. So this is a good measure. I know there are more people. More people. This is not the first time that exhibits will be stolen by EFCC guys who are supposed to be custodians of it. And this particular one, the moment what he did became known to his colleagues, he fled.
Okay,
they had to go arrest him.
Yeah.
You can imagine. You are stealing from the agency that you work for. Even gold.
As exhibits.
Yes, stolen by these people.
Okay.
So there is a need for him to continue the internal. I remember the last time I interviewed him, I asked him about these corrupt people within the EFCC, and he said, look, that I have another set that I'm going to send out of the agency. Yeah. So he should not just send people out, he should put them on trial so that others can learn. The reason evil thrives in our country is the fact that Nigerians do not see when we punish evildoers.
Wrongdoing. Yeah.
Those who kill people in the north central of our country, causing someone like Trump to be insulting us as a people. How many of them have we made examples of?
Yeah.
How many can we point at that these people are jailed? Sometimes even when they are caught, they will say they should send them to Abuja. The moment they get to Abuja, they will release them. Is that not nonsense?
You know, this Polycarp man telling me about telling you and I about the two witnesses tells you he's not working alone. Naming that fintech platform tells me,
hold on. You cannot say, see, they are, if you use a platform to transfer money, and they were able to harvest the evidence of your transaction through that particular, because what people do most of the time, when they commit fraud, they use these fintech platforms. They don't want to use the regular banks. They use because they believe that with the regular banks, it will be easy to trace them. Now, once they take the money through the fintech platforms, they now buy bitcoins with it. At that point, it will be difficult, if not impossible, to track them.
A revelation tells me, explains this thing you have just talked
yes, it was not necessarily working with other people. No, it doesn't mean, but you see, the EFCC guys will stand as witness against him, and they will use the people who are custodians of the
data.
Yes, they will use them. That's the thing. It doesn't mean that he was working with other people.
No.
Many people commit crime, especially fraud, alone. Because they do not trust that, if I tell Mayor, somebody else will not hear about it. So they want to do it. And you can see he fled believing that they will not be able to get him. So the EFCC just needs to continue this work. There are many politicians that their investigations have been compromised by some greedy people within the agency. And then we will say, it's the judiciary. But what can the judiciary do when you have compromised the investigation?
Yes.
It is the facts that you present to the judiciary that they will work with, and then it will take a decision. But if you starve it of the facts of a matter, and you present that matter like the man was not guilty, what do you expect? That was why a former Chief Justice of Nigeria said, prosecution is like building a house. If you build the house on shaky ground, it will crumble, and you will not get, people will not, the judgment that people are expecting will not come.
Mayor, the new helmsman at the EFCC is telling you and I that there's no such thing as a cold case. When it comes to doing...
Part of the things that help, I think, is a lawyer. Maybe that's part of the things that help.
He's a lawyer.
Yes, he's a lawyer. He's been in the system for so long. And apparently, he must have been saying all these things and not happy with those things as a secretary to the agency. So when he was appointed, he knows what to do, because he understands the system, especially the corruption within the system. You know, there was a time he issued an order that EFCC officers should not do night raids. And for some time, some people were still doing that illegally.
Yes.
So it took some time for him to be able to put his foot down that people should not do that. Yeah. So, like I said, in any organization, there will be bad eggs. In any agency or organization that you have, there will be bad eggs. What is important is for the head of that agency to have the will to be able to tell everybody in that agency that, look, if you go out of line, you will not only be arrested, you'll be prosecuted.
Yes. Now I believe Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror, if you want to change the world, take a look at the man in the mirror, make a change. So the EFCC might win the confidence of the public.
Yes, if they continue like this, if they continue like this, if they continue, you see, because for you to get the confidence of the people, you must be able to convince them that you are not only investigating people, you are not only thorough, but you are above board when it comes to people. Because if you compromise investigation, you cannot get conviction. So, and people will not believe in you if what they hear is that you are investigating people and you don't have conviction.
Okay. So at least what gives us joy here is the head of the EFCC is a lawyer. Well. So he knows he knows the way of these things.
He knows how to go about it, yes.
We wish you Godspeed. Barrister, what's his name now? The EFCC boss. Ola Olukoyede. We wish you well. Okay, then to our next story. You know, let's talk politics now.